Beware, your phone is secretly monitored by law enforcement right now. They have been watching you for weeks, maybe months. A top criminal defense lawyer with 20 years of experience just revealed the shocking truth. What he discovered will change how you use your phone forever. Law enforcement agencies are using a legal loophole that most people don't know exists. They can access your phone without you ever finding out. The reason they are doing this is more disturbing than you think. This is not about catching criminals anymore. It's about something much bigger. This lawyer has defended over 500 cases involving phone surveillance. He has seen the evidence files that law enforcement creates about ordinary people. What he found inside these files shocked him right now. Millions of phones across the country are being monitored without warrants. The agencies doing this have found ways around the normal legal process. They are using emergency powers that were never meant to be permanent. Your phone is creating a detailed record of your entire life. Every call, every text, every location you visit. This information is being stored in government databases forever. The scariest part is how easy it has become for them to start monitoring you. You don't need to be suspected of any crime. You don't need to be on any watch list. One simple trigger can put you under surveillance for months. Here are the signs that your phone is already being monitored. Most people ignore these warning signals until it's too late. Your battery drains much faster than normal, even when you're not using your phone heavily. This happens because surveillance software runs constantly in the background. Your data usage has increased dramatically without explanation. Monitoring programs upload your information to government servers throughout the day. You hear strange clicking sounds or echoes during phone calls. These are signs that your calls are being recorded or intercepted. Apps open by themselves, or your phone feels sluggish and slow. Surveillance software uses your phone's processing power to collect and transmit data. Your phone gets warm even when you're not using it. The extra software running in the background generates heat. Text messages arrive late, or people tell you they sent messages you never received. This happens when messages are being filtered through monitoring systems first. Strange apps appear on your phone that you never downloaded. These are often disguised monitoring tools installed remotely. Like this video right now to learn the protection methods this lawyer recommends. The lawyer revealed the shocking legal framework they used to justify this surveillance. Most people have no idea these laws even exist. The Patriot Act created emergency provisions that allow monitoring without traditional warrants. These were supposed to be temporary measures for terrorism cases. Instead, they have become standard procedure for any investigation. Law enforcement can now get what they call administrative subpoenas. These are much easier to obtain than regular warrants. They can be approved in minutes by supervisors instead of judges. The shocking reason they are monitoring so many phones is connected to new artificial intelligence systems. These AI programs scan millions of phone records looking for patterns and connections. They are building a massive social network map of every person in America. Your phone data helps them predict what you will do before you do it. They can identify your friends, your habits, your political views, and your future plans. This information is incredibly valuable for controlling social movements and predicting civil unrest. The lawyer has seen cases where people were investigated simply because their phone data showed they were near protests or political gatherings. Being in the wrong place at the wrong time can trigger months of surveillance. Even legal activities like attending rallies, visiting certain websites, or communicating with activists can flag your phone for monitoring. Comment the word "aware" below to show you understand how serious this surveillance problem is. The lawyer has reviewed thousands of surveillance files. Here's exactly what information they extract from monitored phones. Every text message you send or receive is recorded and stored permanently. They use advanced software to analyze the tone and content of your messages. They can predict your emotional state and future behavior from your texting patterns. All your phone calls are recorded and transcribed using voice recognition technology. They search these transcripts for keywords and phrases that might indicate criminal activity or social unrest. Your exact location is tracked 24 hours a day through GPS data. They know every place you visit, how long you stay, and who you meet with. This creates a detailed map of your daily routine and social connections. Photos and videos on your phone are analyzed using facial recognition and object detection software. They can identify everyone in your pictures and cross-reference them with other surveillance databases. Your internet browsing history and app usage patterns reveal your interests, political views, and personal relationships. They know what news you read, what videos you watch, and what products you buy. Financial information from banking and payment apps shows your spending habits and economic connections to other people under surveillance. The technology they use to monitor phones is more advanced than most people realize. The lawyer has seen demonstrations of these systems in court cases. IMSI catchers, also called stingray devices, are fake cell towers that trick your phone into connecting to them. Once connected, they can download everything on your phone in minutes. These devices are mounted in unmarked vans that drive through neighborhoods collecting data from hundreds of phones. Phone companies are required to install backdoors in their networks that allow law enforcement direct access. They can remotely activate your microphone and camera without you knowing. Your phone becomes a listening device even when it appears to be turned off. Popular apps like social media and messaging platforms have secret cooperation agreements with law enforcement. They provide real-time access to your messages and activities through special API connections. Even airplane mode doesn't protect you. Many phones have secondary chips that remain active for emergency services. These can be hijacked to maintain surveillance even when the main system appears offline. The most disturbing part is that this technology can be installed on your phone remotely. You don't need to download anything or click any links. Simply receiving a specially crafted text message can install surveillance software invisibly. Subscribe now to stay informed about new privacy threats this lawyer uncovers. The lawyer shared real cases from his practice that show how ordinary people become surveillance targets. One client was monitored for 6 months simply because he attended a city council meeting about local taxes. His phone data was collected because the meeting was classified as a potential civil disturbance. Law enforcement analyzed his contacts and started monitoring 15 other people connected to him. Another case involved a teacher who was surveilled because she organized a parent group questioning school policies. Her phone records were used to identify other parents involved. Several families were investigated based solely on their connection to her through phone data and social media. A small business owner became a target when his employees started discussing forming a union. His phone was monitored to track communications with labor organizers. The surveillance continued for months after the union effort failed. The most shocking case involved a college student who was monitored because she attended a climate change rally. Her phone data was used to identify other students at the event. Campus security was given access to monitor their activities and social media posts. In every case, these people had no idea they were under surveillance until they faced legal problems. The monitoring continued long after the original trigger event ended. Their data remains in government files permanently. The lawyer warns that phone surveillance is just the beginning of a much larger system being built around us. Your phone data is shared between dozens of government agencies without your knowledge. The FBI, NSA, local police, immigration enforcement, and even tax authorities now have access to the same surveillance databases. Information collected for one purpose gets used for completely different investigations later. International intelligence agencies also share this data through secret agreements. Your private information can end up in foreign government databases simply because you communicated with someone overseas. Every piece of data they collect about you is stored permanently. There is no expiration date on surveillance files. Information from years ago can be used against you in future investigations or legal proceedings. The artificial intelligence systems analyzing this data are getting smarter every month. They can now predict with scary accuracy when someone might commit a crime or join a protest movement. This technology is being used to identify people before they even break any laws. The goal is to create a complete digital profile of every person that can be used to control behavior and prevent unwanted activities before they happen. Share this video immediately to warn your friends and family about the surveillance threat. The lawyer recommends these immediate steps to protect yourself starting today. These methods won't make you completely invisible, but they will make surveillance much more difficult. Turn off location services for all apps except the ones you absolutely need. Go into your phone settings and disable GPS tracking for social, media, shopping, and entertainment apps. Only keep it on for maps and emergency services. Delete apps you don't really need, especially free games and social media platforms. Each app on your phone is a potential surveillance tool. The fewer apps you have, the fewer ways they can monitor you. Use airplane mode more often, especially when you're at home or in private meetings. Turn off Wi-Fi and cellular data when you don't need them. This breaks the constant connection that surveillance systems depend on. Change your messaging habits immediately. Stop using regular text messages for anything important. Switch to encrypted messaging apps for sensitive conversations, but research them carefully because many popular, secure apps actually cooperate with law enforcement. Cover your phone's camera and microphone when not in use. Use tape or special privacy stickers. Remember that your phone can be remotely activated to record you even when the screen is off. Use cash instead of digital payments whenever possible to avoid creating transaction records that can be tracked. For serious protection, the lawyer recommends more advanced techniques that require more effort but provide much better security. Consider using a separate burner phone for sensitive communications. Buy it with cash and never connect it to your regular accounts or Wi-Fi networks. Replace it regularly and never use it near your home or workplace. Invest in a high-quality VPN service that doesn't keep logs of your internet activity. However, remember that many VPN companies secretly cooperate with law enforcement. Research their privacy policies and legal history carefully before trusting them. Learn to use truly encrypted communication tools like Signal or Proton Mail, but understand that even these can be compromised. If your phone itself is infected with surveillance software, create physical distance between yourself and your phone during important conversations. Leave your phone in another room or your car when discussing sensitive topics. Sound can travel through walls and microphones are very sensitive. Consider using older phones that have fewer surveillance capabilities built in. Newer smartphones have more sensors and tracking technology that are harder to disable completely. Keep important information off your phone entirely. Use written notes and face meetings for truly sensitive matters instead of digital communication. Comment below if you've noticed any of these surveillance warning signs on your own phone. If you suspect your phone is being monitored or if law enforcement contacts you. The lawyer says knowing your rights can protect you from making serious mistakes. Never consent to phone searches or data collection, even if they say it will make things easier for you. Always demand to see a warrant before allowing any access to your devices. Make them follow proper legal procedures if approached by law enforcement. Clearly state that you want a lawyer present before answering any questions. Don't try to explain yourself or prove your innocence without legal representation. Anything you say can be used against you later, Document every interaction with law enforcement. Write down names, badge numbers, times, and locations. Save any paperwork they give you. This information becomes crucial if you need to challenge surveillance in court later. Never lie to law enforcement, but you have the right to remain silent. Use this right. Don't volunteer information about your activities, contacts, or beliefs. Keep backup copies of important data stored securely offline in case your devices are seized. During an investigation, the lawyer's most urgent warning is that surveillance capabilities are expanding rapidly. New technologies are being deployed every month that make current protection methods less effective. Recent legislation has made it even easier for agencies to monitor phones without oversight. The legal barriers that once protected privacy are being removed systematically under the guise of national security and crime prevention. Artificial intelligence systems are becoming so advanced that they can identify suspicious behavior from tiny changes in your digital patterns. Soon it may be impossible to hide your activities from these systems. The window for protecting your privacy is closing quickly. Every month you wait to take protective action makes you more vulnerable to surveillance and data collection. Public awareness is the only thing that can stop the surveillance expansion. Most people have no idea how extensively their phones are monitored. Only widespread public pressure can force changes to these invasive programs. The time to act is now before it becomes too late to reclaim any privacy at all. Like, share, and comment on this video right now to help expose this surveillance system to everyone you know.